The first time I took a concentrated woodworking course was really, it turned out to be one of the few things that I've run into in my life where I got totally obsessive and was happy, sort of working 14, 16 hours a day. And it was just an area where it seemed like there was so much to learn and so many things I was interested in. And in the beginning, I was excited about learning techniques and the whole sort of history of furniture making and design. After a while, the techniques become less interesting and less important, and sort of move on to questions about what you're making and why you're making it. And that's the part of it that's continued to sustain my interest. I think originally I was interested in furniture. I just like the connection to function, and I like the accessibility of having function be a component of the work and where the work gets its meaning. So in the beginning I was making pretty functional objects. Now I would say the objects are more function driven or have something to do with function, but they're not usually the most direct solution to any given functional problem, but they get part of their meaning from playing off of notions of function. The way the folding chair came about was something that I do fairly often. I sort of set myself a problem that comes off of an issue, and what I wanted to do was make a very efficient production chair, which is very different from my normal way of working. I thought it would be a good thing to do, and what I started working with was the idea of a chair that folds out of a single square of plywood, so all the parts are interlocked. And I thought I was making kind of a sculpture that was about chairs, but when I got it together, it was very close to being a chair that you could actually sit in and use. I call it a chair, but in many ways it's really more like a stool with a gesture towards the back on it. The seat is a little bit high and a little bit short because of the geometry in order to make it work, but it's fine for short-term sitting. Has a built-in back massager on the back side.
And where do these go?
They go to a lot of people in New York with small apartments that love the idea of having the piece hanging on the wall, getting it out of the way.